Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. It's your buddy BoogeyMan Ben here for a new episode of BoogeyMan Ben's Horror Zone, and today is part 5 of my weekly vlog, Building a Horror Zone. One of the things that I'm really looking at doing in this memoir is talking about my major influences. So who are the horror, icons? Who are the ones that really inspired me? Who are the ones that really I related to and was fascinated by the work that they did? These people that I will be talking about in the memoir are the ones that really propelled me into becoming the horror fan that I am. So going back to the summer of 1984, the first time I ever saw Anthony Perkins' performance as Norman Bates in Psycho 2, that was a huge influence on me because I just really identified with the sad loneliness of that character, even at 10 years old. And I just thought Perkins was just a fantastic artist that never got the respect that he deserved, and he's always been one of my favorite actors, and it's because of him that I love the Psycho franchise and the character of Norman Bates. Other characters that I was drawn to at an early age was Evil Ed and Fright Night, played by the amazing Stephen Jeffries, because I just saw him as a goofball, but also that beneath that there was this sad, lonely character, and I thought Jeffries did a great job of conveying that. Another huge influence for me was Ryan Dallion on Friday the 13th, the series, played by the amazing John D. LeMay. Again, this was going into my teenage years, so I really identified with Ryan Dallion's style, the fact that he was a comic book collector and an artist, also that the character had an estranged relationship with his father, and that he was someone that always wanted to do the right thing, and I just really thought that it was redeeming and amazing qualities in that character, and John did such a great job playing that character. The character of Dr. Loomis in the Halloween franchise is a major influence by my grandmother, who loved that character. She just really loved the fact that he would do anything to right any wrong, and that's what his quest was. And I thought that was just such a redeeming quality for this character. I just loved Donald Pleasance, and I really feel like the heart and soul of the Halloween franchise is that character, and he's always been one of my favorite horror movie characters. I really think the Halloween films have never been the same without him, and he's just one of my favorite actors of all time and one of the best professional actors I've ever seen. Going into summer school, Chainsaw and Dave I just identified with because they were horror movie fans, and you didn't see a lot of that in the 80s depicted on film, and I just thought they were just like me as a kid, and they were just fantastic. Jamie Kennedy, of course, playing Randy in the Scream films, was like me in later years. I was in film school when Scream came out, and he just personified who I was, and I just really loved that character because he was just as goofy as I was and loved the genre so much, and you just didn't see that a lot on. So again, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to watch this and for continuing to support me on my quest to write this memoir about growing up as a horror fan. I have really a lot of cool content coming up, including an interview with my buddy Ray. I'm going to do that when I go and visit him at his antique store. I'm going to ask him questions just about, what it was like knowing me as a kid. It's because I want to understand how people perceive me, because I've never asked people before. Of course you ask your family members, and usually they're just, telling you what you want to hear, but I really want to ask people that have known me for years, that have known me since I was a kid, what I was like, what was their first impression of me like. So it's really been pretty eye-opening, and I want people to be honest. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I've gotten older, so I don't care anymore, but it's really interesting. It's really helping me sort of structure, how I want this book to play out and what I want the focus to be. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are as well. And stay tuned for some more cool stuff coming real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace.